Good evening, Exiles, and welcome to week 2 of Path of Exile Community Racing. But before we begin, let's all take this opportunity to wish happy birthday to the man of the hour, Ziggy D. Happy birthday, Ziggy.
God. I was trying to be stealthy, bro.
Sorry, man. Just had to do it. Let's get some feels birthday mans in chat. And my present to you, is not 5 races today. We're gonna have 13 races.
13 races, dude. Hot damn. What a birthday gift. Thank you very much.
No problem. Anytime.
I'm very excited to see. I hope for my birthday wish for today is to see just so many people dying to Brutus. Oh, yes.
I think we will see that. So to let everyone know,
I think so too.
The theme of this weekend is burst races. So essentially, there's going to be a boss fight at the end of each race, and they're going to do that 3 times on 3 different classes with 3 different skills every single time. No repeats, so it's like we're going to see a lot of variety here, and there will be a lot of deaths since people are going to be under-leveled, under-geared, and they're just going to be rushing at it. Should be exciting.
Oh yeah. Every now and then we see a death to Brutus in the normal races when they're just going through it, you know, prepared levels, but people are going to be doing this like right on the line of viability. So I can't wait. It's going to be good, man.
Yeah, it should be exciting. So starting off in our first race, we have many pillars of the community here. We have Zizaran in the top left, Freeq in the top right, Nugiyen in the bottom left, and RaizQT in the bottom right. It's like 3 shadows and a duelist to start out.
Ooh, yes, yes, bring it on. I am ready. So I really like with like class restriction in effect now as well. So we're seeing a few shadows here, 1 duelist. I wonder what Ziz will be following up with if he's using his duelist in the first run here, but it is going to be the average of their 3 times, right? As in terms of whether they move on. That is correct.
So we will be showing the averages after each burst, but if anyone wants to check it during, you can type !bracket, click on the link, and we'll be updating it as we go in case, you know, people forget things.
RaizQT with the only one with a nameplate, though I guess Ziz technically has a nameplate at the top there.
Yep. Nugi has the cam. He's recognizable. Freeq will be our unknown player for today.
What are you thinking for these burst races here? Who has the best Brutus bursting potential?
Honestly, it's hard to say. So there are a couple strategies going on here. Some people are going like, you know what, I'm gonna go for level 4 and just like rush Brutus. I'm not gonna do Hellrake. I'm not gonna do onslaught. I'm just going. A couple other players are like, I'm gonna, you know, rush Hellrake, get the onslaught, do the frost bomb strategy, try to get level 8. And it's, I don't know what's better. Like, they both seem pretty good. It's hard to say. And looks like we're off.
It'll be interesting to see if people do decide to skip that Quicksilver. I was watching Ziz do a bit of practice, and he was pretty in favor of going for the Quicksilver route there. It's a tough call in such a short race. Like, it is a significant detour to do it, but there's a lot of running to take advantage of that Quicksilver, though. So that'll be very interesting to see how the strats pan out today. I
think we'll see all the shadows go for the Quicksilver just to utilize it with Frost Bomb. So it's synergizes extremely well to keep on moving. It does not take a lot of time to kill. But on the other classes, it's hard to say. Yeah, go ahead.
Viper striking action as well. Oh, yes.
On Brutus, you think so? That would be exciting.
So. I think so. I think we're going to see some Viper strike. It's a pretty solid Brutus skill. Really, just kind of grab whatever weapon you can, but it's got a bit of damage to it. Not too bad. Plus, I got some inside knowledge on someone at least is going to be doing some Viper striking action.
Ooh, I'm excited. I did not expect that because I'm thinking players are only going to have small life loss, maybe level large, and like there's no way they're taking it, dude. I'm excited for Viper Strike.
Oh my god. Level 4, small life loss, maybe sometimes no chest armor. Oh, there's going to be such beautiful deaths. And a 1-minute penalty in like a few minute race is a big penalty. So.
It is rough. It is rough. But hey, that's why we do 3 runs, you know, so we can average them all out. If you have a bad run, it's all right.
Brutus Burst seems like kind of a casual race, but it's going to be really, really tough for these guys to get like consistent fast times without dying.
Exactly. Looks like Ziz got 2 iron rings already. That's
a really good start.
Taking a look at other racers. Do they have anything crazy right now? Doesn't seem to be the case.
According to my gear tool, Ziz has a Brightbeak currently. I think that might be incorrect.
I think that might be incorrect. Maybe we can both refresh our washer. Mine said that too. I just saw it on a screen, so He does not have a bright peak, or anyone else using the Watcher.
Thankfully, that'd be something. I was going to say, little things in this race are going to make a huge difference. So we have to keep an eye out for stuff like, just even like the extra Iron Ring, for example. Fair bit of damage at this point in the game, so a bright peak is obviously a pretty significant one.
Level 20 requirement though, will take some time to get through. I don't think,
yeah,
can you get level 20 in 12 minutes? Be a little unrealistic. Maybe with Twink here. Maybe if you're dead in Doom, possibly, but would be pretty hard.
We haven't seen anything crazy in the early game in any of these races yet, like early Screaming Eagle or anything like that yet. No one's gotten a Tabula in our races yet. It's going to happen at some
Uber
point.
got a Screaming Eagle in one of his practice runs, so we'll see if he brings that RNG here.
He wasted it though. Ziz is going to Tidal Island. The rest hitting up that mud flats early on.
I believe all the shadows.
Still be hitting Tidal.
Yeah, I believe all the shadows will go to mud flats first, finish it, then go back to Hellrake right from the coast waypoint and submerge. Then do one vendor there for Frostbomb and Quicksilver and Onslaught.
Looks like Ziz is using his Ground Slam as his AoE skill of choice for this race. So, pretty reasonable. It doesn't matter so much for Brutus. That single target is more important. Just the Ground Sled for clearing, which is reasonable enough for a short race like this.
Definitely. Yeah, I'm very curious to see if he'll pull off the level 4 strat or go for like level 7, level 8, get a bit tankier, a bit more damage, etc.
Freeq not going to Tidal Island, just continuing on. Chat saying he didn't get the waypoint, so that may have been an accident, or maybe intentionally if he wasn't planning on coming back for the Quicksilver. Difficult to say if it was intentional or not, and he's just making the best of it now.
Is Nugiyen in the same position as well? Did not take the waypoint, he's just adapting? Same point?
It would be, I feel like it'd be unlikely that both of them would miss that. It seems more likely that they've both made the decision to not go for a Quicksilver. But Raiz, on the other hand, is though. So even seeing some divergence amongst the same class there.
Interesting. He decides not to skip a chain build. They might already have one here. If I Watcher to update.
He's getting a few extra champ packs there in the mud flats, slowing him down a little bit, but gets a little bit of extra XP out of it. So probably going to hit level 4 pretty fast there. Raiz going very low to Hellrake there, but manages to get the kill out.
Looks like Nugi is in a solid lead at the moment.
Yeah, Freeq's layout looked like it was a little bit rough. He had a bit of a tough time getting through the submerged passage there. But into ledge now. Looks like Nugi is about half a ledge ahead of him though.
I'm curious if Raiz decided to go for the Quicksilver because he had a really long coast layout, and we kind of saw him take a bit of a... He's a bit behind right at the start. He's like, hey man, I need a bit of extra move speed to catch up, and decided to change strategy, so kind of curious. Following up on that, it'll be very interesting to see if Ziz can catch up. He's running into a couple of dead ends though, so he's gonna iterate his layouts a bit better. I believe he's past the bridge. Yep, he has. He's about to find ledge.
Nugi's pulling every single pack in ledge into one spot. Grabs a coral ring, an extra coral ring. Nice. Doesn't need those iron rings as a shadow, so a little coral ring bonus makes a big difference on Brutus. Extra 20, 30 life, possibly.
Indeed, yeah. Everything's in
out
of
here. Flasks.
Yeah, even mana flasks.
Might manage to get some decent flasks.
I think every player's gonna hit level 4. Man, looking at Raiz's HP bar though, he's like CI already, man. 39 ES. That looks awesome.
How about that energy shield? Whew, pretty spicy.
Yeah. You know, especially when you run out of potions on the Brutus fights, it's free regen. See if the other players opt to also take the ES starting nodes.
Ziz finds another Vigilant Strike once again, mirroring one of his previous races.
He's so happy right now.
Yeah, I think he'd whack that on, or maybe he's saving that for, I don't know, when do you normally get Vigilant Strike? Oh, he's whacked it in a piece of gear.
It looks like he can already equip it, yeah. So I look probably level 4 gem. So he could do the level 4 strat. Well, he's level 3 right now on ledge, according to the Watcher, so we'll see if he pushes ahead a bit. Yeah, he might just do it.
He pre-slotted that into a piece of evasion gear chest that he's going to throw on during the Brutus fight, so that's pretty good evidence that he's going to bring out that old Vigilant Strike, which could make a pretty big difference. Could be a nice little edge for him there. Seeing Nugi even skipping the essences here at this point. No time to stop to fight an essence. That's too much time. Not going to be worth it.
Yeah, I believe he is indeed going to level 4 kill. He is level 4 right now, so that should be the case.
Yeah, we should be seeing those guys pretty much skipping everything now. Seeing a little bit of indecision from Ziz a moment ago where he was like, thinking about ground slamming a pack, kind of ground slammed it, doesn't kill the pack, and then it's like, no, I actually need to go. Stop killing stuff. He does stop killing
He is killing a lot, though, so... He's still level 3?
He already had 2? He already had 2.
He can't be level 3, because he can equip his Vigilant Strike, so our Watcher's just a bit delayed. Looks like Freeq is the first to enter. Lower Prison. Nugi not too far behind. I'm surprised this is not caught up though. You'd think the Onslaught and Quicksilver would prove to be very worthwhile.
Yeah, that's the thing, like, he has to stop and kill to activate that though, the ground slam, and that's not like the fastest thing in the world. He is hitting those skelly packs every now and then to try and get an easy cheap kill, get that Onslaught, grabbing it there. Yeah, Freeq kind of just got ahead of Nugi. Nugi had a bit of a slower ledge, maybe was killing a bit more in there. Freeq getting stuck on a doorway with chatters there and a bunch of zombies and stuff. Indeed. Does manage to break his way through with some nice explosive trap action.
8:15 upper enter for Freeq. That's a very solid time. I'm expecting like a 9-minute to 12-minute Brutus out of most players here, with upper and lower prison being the basically where the most of your time is gonna be lost, because those are potentially hard layouts. Nugi not too far behind, 15 seconds behind. Did go to town. He picked up an Add of Lightning, but he's level 4, so that's not too helpful. Going a bit low though. Goes back up. On 2 smalls though, so he has to be careful. He actually has flasks for the Brutus fight. Runs into big dead end. He's not happy about that. Take a look at the Freeq.
Sometimes, like, in this sort of a race, you could even get into the Brutus fight, have like 2 empty small flasks, and have no portal scroll. That's not a good position to be in.
It's not where you want to be at all.
I'm seeing Ziz. Ziz hasn't found any like weapons he can really equip, but he's got 2 iron rings and a rustic sash. That's going to help him out quite a bit there.
Indeed. He doesn't have a copper sword, but he's only level 4. I guess it's a level 5, so he will be able to equip that. He is the highest level. No, Raiz is actually the highest level out of all of our racers. Put it level 7, calling a blue pack.
Level 7?
Yeah, gets a rare one too. That could be big damage for him. Taking a look at each player's gear. Both Raiz and Nugi have a Cola Ring. No one has MS. Really excited to see what
first Warden's quarters from Freeq. Just Nugi only a second behind for his Warden's quarter entrance. I think you're going to have a hard time when it comes to full screening anyone in these races, man.
Yeah, I think it will be. We can maybe get a side-by-side and potentially switch to the 4-player screen again.
Ziz is about to hit his upper prison. We got Raiz hitting his
Raiz not too far behind. But looks like Nugi and Freeq will be fighting first. They'll probably get a side-by-side with just those 2. Let's switch to a 3-player view after Raiz catches up.
Alright, I'll keep an eye on the background and see if anything crazy happens, but it looks like we're about to start that Brutus fight with Freeq in the beginning here. Let's see how he goes. Super undergeared, way lower life than you'd normally have for Brutus in a race. Doing it on the bare minimum.
Nugi going really low, dodges the ground slam. Freeq also going extremely low.
Only just dodging those ground slams. Oh man, both guys so close to those ground slams. Making me nervous.
Nugi has the bear trap to help him out. Freeq opting not to use it, saving it for a future run, or just saying, hey, oh, gets hit by a ground slam though. He's out of flasks.
Somehow survived.
ES is regenning though, it's 31 ES. Nugi has 26. Freeq opts to use the portal. TP's out. Oh, Nugi got pulled in. He's out of flasks. Does he have a portal? He's at 24 HP. 24 HP. Boss is so low though.
He can't get hit by another chain pull.
Yeah, he's at 13 HP. He's just lost 10 HP. 4 HP. 4 HP. Don't die, Nugi. He's almost dead.
Skeletons, 4 HP. He's trying to get an extra flask.
There's 23 S. No, he dies, but he kills it. 11:13 for Nugi. Plus a minute. 11:15.
Oh, he got the kill, but he died like at the exact same time. What? Oh no.
I believe we may have zoned out and forgotten about Raiz's kill there. That was quite unfortunate. We were just so excited about those 2.
Nugi just drawing 100% of our attention there. Had to watch that clutch finish there. 4 HP for so long. Skeleton Archer would have killed him at that point. Ziz hits up his Vigilant Strike here. Taking a lot of damage though. He's got medium life loss, so he's going to have probably the safest kill of the bunch here. That's a bit of an evasion chest as well to help out. His Brutus going down very quickly.
11:55. Not a bad first run. Not a bad first
Solid.
run.
Wow, we're gonna have to. How do we call a death to Brutus like that?
It is a
Was that death
1 minute.
before or after Brutus?
I believe that was before Brutus died, correct?
It was close, man. I don't know.
We might need a VOD review on that. If it is after, I think that's okay because the objective of the race was completed. But if it was before, then yeah, 1 minute will be added.
Chad is mostly calling before, saying that he died just before Brutus died, so he must have like gotten that last explosive trap out right as his corpse fell, exploding just after.
This is typing in chat. I haven't. You made me do this. Just not a fan of the burst race.
You made me do this. It's a shame I missed RaizQT's entire kill, but I presume it went pretty smoothly from the fact that when I looked over from Nugi's sketchy Brutus efforts, he was already done, so I'd say it was looking pretty good. Yeah, do we know what happened with Raiz's kill? Why is he standing outside of the warden?
Looks like Raiz actually had the fastest kill, even though he was the third one to enter. That was
really? Wow.
10:55 apparently.
Well done to Raiz then. We completely missed that, mate.
It just wasn't expected. We're like, hey man, these other two racers, they entered the warden's chamber like 30 seconds out of him. Obviously they're gonna kill it first, and we'll switch to Raiz after, but Raiz just like, oh yeah, he has a Quicksilver onslaught. He just beasted ahead.
Yeah, I honestly think in these races you're not going to have a chance to be zooming in anyone's screens for these kills.
I think you are correct. They're just too close. Yeah, they're just too close.
It's a matter of seconds. No time to react.
So everyone is on their second class right now. Ziz opting the Shadow. Raiz and Nugi going the Duelist. Freeq on the Marauder.
One death so far, one Brutus. And Brutus gets one kill, so it's 4-1 against Brutus right now. I'm hoping that, one of these races, Brutus can pull out 4 kills in one race. That would be something else right there.
That would indeed be amazing. I'm looking forward to that. The racers aren't though. They are not. I think we'll see it happen though.
I think there's a chance. There's a chance. Brutus is definitely showing that he's feeling pretty mean today.
Indeed. I'm not too sure what's going on with Freeq's screen right now. He's posting big giant text. He's having some fun.
That was some big giant text right there. That's a heh from Chan right there.
I believe we've asked each racer to have their own name on the screen, and he's just setting that up right now, which could be the case. Opting to go with that hee instead. Yep.
There he is, Freeq. Hey. Yeah.
There it is in the top left. Hopefully moves it down in the middle, but I believe the next race is starting in a couple seconds here. And he gets it there. Nicely done, Freeq.
No one will be missing that text. That should be well and away adequate. So we're seeing now 2 duelists from previous Shadow players, Nugi and RaizQT. Freeq instead opting to go for a Marauder for his second character, and Ziz swapping over to Shadow, his character this time around. So we'll probably be seeing some explosive trap from Ziz, unless he's using that Viper Strike maybe in action. But explosive trap seems to make the most sense to me for a Brutus skill.
Indeed,
it's a bit safer and very strong.
Looks like we are off. The second burst has started. Raiz is taking a breather here, but makes it through. I'm looking forward to the Marauder. I don't think many players are going to pull it out. We're definitely going to see a lot of Shadows and Duelists. Seems to be the meta so far in this current patch. But third class, that is a big question mark. I've seen, Ziz playing Ranger earlier today, so...
Oh, really?
I saw Waggle playing Templar, so there's going to be a lot of interesting third classes.
Yes. That's what I want to hear. Awesome. I look forward to seeing a few lesser selected classes, a few unloved classes. The advantage from Marauder here in the Hillock fight is that Heavy Strike pushes him back. If he stays on top of Hillock, he can push him back.
Oh, but Hillock kites away, though.
Hillock kiting what? What is this?
Raiz ends up being the first to enter town with the Duelist. Heavy Strike strat's not working out, unfortunately.
Look with the kiting action. That was an unexpected turn of events, for sure.
300 IQ move by Hawk. See, does any racer have anything crazy so far? Everyone's doing their vendor games right now. See who's the first to enter coast. Looks like RaizQT is. Gets an iron ring, cleave. I believe and double strike. Nugi, second or two behind.
Freeq probably going to check his second hatchet here, but looks like it's a blue one. See whether he gets anything out of that. Picking up multi-strike, not satisfied with the heavy striking, apparently.
Had a really long vendor though.
Yeah, he ended up purchasing an extra hatchet, even though he kind of already had two. I thought it was for sockets, but it looked like he kind of already had what he needed in that regard.
Indeed.
Opting to not identify the blue axe just yet. Seeing some cleave action from Freeq. Whew. Cleave's alright, but it's a little rough on if he's going for that Hailrake fight. That Hailrake kill can be really rough with cleave.
Yeah, very curious. Looks like Raiz is rushing straight for the Hailrake, so pretty much, if you're not a Shadow, if you're not doing the Frostbone strats, you pretty much go get your onslaught, get your quicksilver right away.
Raiz realizes he's going the wrong way in Tidal Island, getting that zone raid just slightly too late and having to backtrack a little bit, but still opting to backtrack instead of doing like the full loop like you sometimes see.
Freeq going the wrong way on coast. It's gonna be a bit behind here. Nugi opting to go straight to mudflats again. Interesting. Lots of variety here, so on. Ziz doing the same thing. He did not even take the waypoint, so I believe Ziz will be going straight to Brutus. Just like Nugi. I did not see if Nugi took the waypoint.
No Quicksilver, even though he did that Quicksilver last time. Very interesting.
Interesting. Yeah, and Raiz not too far behind. He's already killed Hailrake. He's gonna get his items right now. And the other players are still on the first or second quest item in mudflats.
Oh yeah, Raiz lost like no time to going and doing that. Freeq's got a massive diamond shrine.
The diamond shrine. Able to not get it though, pick it up.
It was a little bit of a risky grab.
Still going extremely low with the diamond shrine. Yeah. Has to be careful here.
All these blood-raged rowers right now getting a little bit angry.
Guess there was some
extra kills with that diamond shrine, but maybe opting to not fully take advantage of it. Still getting killed, murdered by a whole bunch of blood-raged rowers.
I want to see him ID that rusted hatchet now. I want to see what he gets. He's doing single-wheeled cleave, which is not too strong. Looks like he missed a glyph. He's running circles right now. ID's an 11 lightning res. Ooh, that's
rough.
That's not what we want to see here.
That's a little bit rough, yeah. While to equip that second hatchet, getting resists on it after all this time, hoping that was his saving grace there, and having to backtrack in there. Ouch.
Wow, Nugi with a crazy submerged layout. He's already passed the bridge.
Oh, what? The bridge is just like right at the entrance.
Yeah, it's like... That's a bit unethical, man. That was too good. I'm really curious to see if Raiz will surpass Nugi in ledge. Nugi had an insanely long ledge. What? And he's already at ledge already? 417. That is insane. Insane pace by Nugi.
Wow. Nugi is like angry after that last Brutus fight. He is like, Brutus, you're going to get it this time around, Moit. I'm coming for you. He turned Aussie.
Something to prove as well.
That angry.
Yeah, he didn't had a rough showing last weekend, and Nugi is a very excellent racer. He's like, you know what, I got to turn it up a notch. He's been doing practicing on stream and off stream, so I'm looking forward to this.
Very good to hear and see. Got Ziz hitting up his ledge as well, second for ledge. Looks like Freeq's gonna have a little bit of a longer trip through. He finds his bridge now. Being stuck on a lot of crabs and squids there.
Indeed, just at level 3. Raiz already at level 4. Ziz and Nugi decently through ledge already. I believe Raiz will catch up and possibly beat them to climb though. Has a 3-link red chest. If he goes to level 8 here, he's going to do insane Brutus damage. I'm very curious to see what he does.
That seems like such a high level to go for, but he did hit level 7 last race, didn't he? Did he even hit 8?
I believe he did.
So it might not be out of reach for him if he's built his strategy around hitting that sort of a level there.
Well, he has the onslaught
in the
going.
last race that he can do that in a reasonable time too.
He's killing a lot of mobs too to keep the onslaught up. He has a quicksilver, so he definitely could keep pace with the other racers here and get a safe kill. Because rushing at level 5, level 4 is very risky.
Oh yeah, that's a lot of risk.
As we've seen.
As we have seen.
Nugi going extremely low. Talking about goats just continuously leaping on him, along with the cannibals going 18 HP. Needs to be careful here, does not want to crit another death.
That was a little bit close. Those goats are a bit rarer to see in Ledge in Act 1 here, but the guesting mob system throwing just a couple goats there. A little bit unlucky. Wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, have to be really careful, especially when you're on those small life flasks and don't have a lot of gear. He's on 2 rusted swords right now. Damage being a bit iffy.
Yeah, not ideal. Raiz is looking pretty decent. He's got his medium life flasks. He's got picked up a few extra little items of gear. He's got
a copper
double
sword
iron
too.
rings and a rusted. Oh yeah, just swaps into a copper now. Nice upgrade there.
I wonder, will he put on that coral ring he found? He picked it up.
Yeah, coral ring over an iron ring when you're playing melee though. Tough, like the coral ring's a lot of extra safety.
Imagine only for Brutus, but even then that's questionable.
Yeah, tough call. If it was a perfectly rolled 30 life coral ring implicit, I'd be like, ooh, that's the difference between maybe dying and not dying to Brutus right there.
Exactly. Looks like Ziz is in the lead though. He will be the first player to enter lower prison. Raiz just entering the climb. Nugi 25% through the climb already.
Freeq's trying to equip a copper sword right in the middle of a bunch of avian wretches. Does manage to get it all done and set up, so he's looking a little bit better now. A bit more damage this time around.
Taking a look at Ziz's gear, he has a lot of evasion gear. So yeah, he's not even picking up the waypoint saying, you know what, I'm just gonna go ahead. He gets a shrine on the way. Will he take a look at it? Brutal shrine, probably not gonna pick it up. He's going for the level 4 kill.
Yeah, nah, like getting through that pack as well, but that was going to be a little bit difficult to get through those in the first place. Damn, Ziz is going to be going in for a Brutus kill here with 105 life.
Wow, 754 upper prison enter though. That's pretty insane. Sub 8 minutes.
Extremely fast.
The Raiz just entering lower prison.
Flying. Still, it's a risky play though.
Definitely, level 4 strategy is very risky, but we saw 2 of our racers attempt that strategy last race, Freeq and Nugi. The Raiz repeating his leveling strategy, so to speak. Has a crazy blue pack on top of his shrine here. Will he kill it or will he try to move away? Opts to just move away. I believe he's level 5. Looks like, yeah, he won't be hitting level 8 for that 3-link. 2-link.
Nugi opts to go back to town in his prison, picks up a totem. Also vendors his portal scroll for an extra scroll of wisdom so that he can buy an iron ring. That is commitment right there. He's like, I'm not going to be portaling out if I'm not getting this kill straight up with this iron ring. And I am done. I'm not going to get it. Pulling out all the stops there.
Exactly. Nugi going really low on the way. Looks like Raiz is also in the upper prison. Nugi in lower prison. Freeq is in town vendoring. He is a bit behind right now, taking his level 8 chum. Not sure why, if he's actually going to hit level 8. Looks like Ziz is the first to enter Warden's Chamber.
Damn.
9-10.
Chat for Ziz.
Starting the fight, level 4.
Very sketchy Brutus fight
Only
here.
explosive trap. No bear trap to help him out here. Has to be extremely careful. Can't get hit. It's 27 ES to help him out.
He's going to need to play this just perfectly. Brutus was kiting around a lot, dodging a lot of those explosive traps early on as well.
It's 2 small life flasks and 1 small mana flask.
There's only millimeters in dodging those ground slams, which is good, you know, economy of motion. Minimum possible movements here. You can see how this is just having to move around for everything, though, is slowing down the fight quite a bit. But still, if no mistakes here, he has a very good shot of taking the first Brutus kill in this race.
Indeed.
He's playing it cleanly so far. There's a bunch of skeletons now, which might bump into or slow him down a little bit with a couple shots, but he's not looking worried. The focus on the face, man. The focus.
I'm just intensely watching him circle around Brutus right now. Just don't get hit. Goes halfway.
Perfect circle kiting strategies. Easy. He's gonna get this. He's gonna get this.
I don't think he's taking a major hit yet from Brutus. Like, he's taking some expected hits.
Yeah, like just a couple punches. He hasn't. Yeah. He's dodged every single chain pull, every single slam, and he needs to with that amount of health.
1040. Very well done by Ziz.
Very nicely done. Unfortunately, Rise's stream seems to have frozen up for me. I don't know if that's the same on your
It's
end.
freezing for me as well. I don't believe it might be on my end, or it could just be him. Not too sure what the deal is. I have to refresh the stream a couple times. Ziz celebrating. He's making the scan extra big. Edging on the other racers.
Alright, Nugi's in next. As far as we know for the second Brutus kill attempt here, much faster kill than what Ziz had with the explosive trap.
Yeah. Very
Nugi's
consistent though.
damage is looking
11-17 I believe was his time. 11-16.
Ooh, that was a just spicy Brutus kill. That was
very
super
fast. 4 seconds off his last time at level 6.
After his last fight with that death right at the end there, he's like feeling good.
Definitely feeling good. He looks pretty... He looks concerned, but I think he's pleased with that time. It's like Freeq and Raiz. Raiz being lagging a bit, but we'll do our best to see what's going on.
I'm going to sneak in a refresh here right now, see if I can get Rise's stream up and running.
It's like chat is confirming for us that Raiz is lagging for everyone, so it is on his end, unfortunately. Man, I'm just like, I'm watching the frames. He's going really low, goes down to 37 HP, has no potions, down to 28 HP. RaizQT has been slain. Raiz, nice meme, by the way, QT has been slain. As we see in the next frame, Brutus is at half HP. Freeq at the top right. He's fighting Brutus as well. Both striking away with the totem. We got another frame. 61 HP, 72 HP. Brutus is at 1 HP, and guess Brutus down 1136. Nicely done, RaizQT. And the top right, you do have Freeq fighting away at Brutus. 1232. Almost done, 25%. Don't believe he has died yet. Has many potions.
well done, Havoc. Well done, man.
Gotta make it with what we have sometimes, you know. Freeq is down to 1 small life flask. Has many portal scrolls. Goes to town. Plays it safe.
That was excellent slideshow commentary there.
No problem.
Has plenty of portal scrolls. Taking advantage of it there.
Yeah, it looks like the Molten Strike is not working out though, but we will have double strike for the last race. Oh, levels up off Brutus. 1302. 4 times 4 head in chat. Nicely done, Freeq.
Well done from our races there. So we saw in one of the slides that Raiz did unfortunately get a death there, didn't he?
He did. So 1136 is his final time. So taking a look at our averages right now, we have both Nugi and Raiz with the same average at 1250 at the moment. Every racer has 15 minutes as their third time at the moment. Freeq 1305 and Ziz at 1231. Ziz is the highest time right now. He's in the lead. I'll go ahead and take
Wait, how does that work? Oh, it's averaging out the 15 from the last race.
Yeah, we can take that out though. Get a more accurate time. So more accurate based on the 2 races is 1117 for Ziz, 1145 for Nugi and Raiz, and 1208 for Freeq.
Hey, wow, that time from Ziz, 1117. That's an excellent time average so far. If he has a consistent third race, he's going to be looking like a very solid shot for first there.
Yeah, so taking a look at our pick scan, we have 2 Marauders, a Duelist, and a Ranger. Freeq will probably pull out the double strike here, so we can expect a 11-minute kill from him. Ranger kill though, and Ziz has been pulling out level 4 strategies on every single character. I'm a bit worried. I'm not gonna lie, I can't see a Ranger killing Brutus quickly.
Yeah, that's a mock ass from me. I'm very excited to see the Ranger kill, but it'll be interesting to see how much it drags down his average by, because I feel like it's going to a little bit at least. Still though, a couple iron rings with puncture, maybe. Could be good. Could be good.
Ooh, puncture. Interesting.
We saw from his last fight that he's very good at evading everything Brutus has to throw, so if he keeps his distance and just does that circle kiting, get some nicely aimed punctures in there, he might be looking pretty good. He's getting psyched up.
Looks like we will be watching another PowerPoint from Raiz, unfortunately. I have refreshed the stream, so yeah, let's see. What if I put him in 480p? Maybe then we could see something.
Oh, he just went offline for me.
Uh-oh, that's not good.
No. Worst nightmare as a streamer. Has Ziggy changed microphone or is he sick? I moved the microphone away from my face because I'm eating a birthday waffle.
Ooh, sounds tasty.
Sneaking that waffle in between races. That's good.
I'm hungry now. Looks like all of our racers have started. We'll give Raiz a bit of leniency here. So we do have a couple of spare minutes each run.
This is changing his options on the run here. Changing loot filters over to duelist loot filter. Says you're playing a ranger though. You can't change to your duelist filter. What are you doing, man? Realizes maybe his filter is not going to work so well for the ranger. Would presume he had that pre-prepared, but I'm a little bit worried.
Yeah, definitely want to have your filter ready in a short race like this. He is in the lead though, so he can afford to make a couple mistakes. But dying will be the worst one though.
Oh yeah, that minute penalty will definitely drag that time down for sure.
Raiz typing, "Rip my internet" in chat. He may have thrown in the towel here, which is very unfortunate since he was considered to be one of the favorites to win the whole tournament, coming in 3rd place, I believe, in last week's tournament.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I am definitely really sad to hear that, right? But, every streamer's nightmare, man. That yeah, your internet goes down during something like this. Oh no.
Looks like he is indeed throwing in the towel, which is unfortunate. Hopefully he comes back in a minute or two, so we can still see a run. But
sorry to hear that. That's a Kappa 7 from me. Raiz, a little bit of a sign of solidarity, man. Good job trying to push through it at the end there with your Brutus slideshow kill.
That was very exciting to watch. Unfortunately, we are down to 3 racers, so we have Ziz in the top left, Freeq in the top right, and Nugi alone at the bottom in the center. Let's see what the strategies they pull out here.
Ziz pulling out the shrapnel shot for the clearing. It's
and he skips the waypoint again, saying, hey, level 4 strategy is the way to go.
No Quicksilver for him. I've played around with Split Arrow a bit on this like early ranger, and it's feeling a lot more competitive now, but shrapnel shot's just so consistent as a race skill for a ranger.
Definitely. So it has the guaranteed pierce, I believe. Which makes that work out pretty well for AoE clear.
A little AoE at the front there. You'd be forgiven for not knowing what ranger skills look like in a race situation, because this is actually the first one we're seeing so far this season.
Yeah. I wonder if he'll get a Siege Ballista. I kind of hope he does. I'm a bit worried. He has many blue rows on him. Gets the Ice Nova Shrine though. That will help him out. Ground Sam's away.
He's just standing there. He's going for it. He's got that Ice Nova Shrine, chilling the mobs around him, getting the extra damage. It's like, that's a good chance to get my levels. A decent whack of XP right there. That level bar flying up.
Exactly. This is the first to enter Submerged Passage at 250. Freeq's on the last glyph. With Nugi not too far behind. Pushing ahead.
Do you think we'll be seeing Quicksilvers from Nugi or Freeq here? It doesn't look like it.
It doesn't look like it. I do not believe they took the waypoints, and they seem to be pretty happy with level 4 strategy.
So we only really saw some Quicksilvers in that first race, and maybe like the odd one here and there in some of the later races. Maybe I think I saw a Raiz hitting up a Quicksilver at one point there. But yeah, it's definitely not a 100% thing that the Quicksilvers are worth it for every strategy. I'm wondering what the decision is there for a lot of players.
Yeah, it's very interesting. Looks like Raizes have the second fastest time with 10:55 with the Quicksilver strategy on the Shadow. Ziz has the fastest time overall for today with 10:40. Level 4 strategy. Also on the Shadow.
That second race for him just went so well. I mean, if he even pulls out a reasonable ranger kill here, he's going to be looking very good for definitely making it through to the next round, but maybe even first amongst his group here.
Yeah, he is in prime position, just has to not die and get a successful kill here. Gets a Coral Amulet, that will definitely help on the Brutus fight. With 18 life on it, looks like it's level 4 requirement, so he will definitely be hitting that. That's pretty good.
I was going to say, did you say a Coral Amulet?
Yes.
It's like that. You're not usually going to make too much difference, but with the 18 life on there, it's very spicy. A little bit of regen, I guess, helps.
Yeah, because you said earlier in the race, in one of the previous bursts, players would all go into the Brutus fight with no charges left on their life pots. And now they can just use the Coral Amulet, just regen up to full.
Hey, yeah, good point. You know, that's a nice fallback situation for sure. Ziz does not have the required level to equip his Coral Amulet. I didn't even know it had a level requirement, but there you go.
I believe it was due to the...
Too advanced.
It was due to the life roll.
The life roll.
Yep.
Yeah. That's a highly advanced life roll technology there.
Oh man,
Not
taking a look at Freeq's giant dead end gets a second dead end on the way to the ledge. He is not a happy camper right now.
Oh, look
He's
at that
having
map. That
troubles.
is disgusting. That mini map is disgusting. Yeah. That dead end definitely should have connected to the rest of the map.
Definitely. That's just rough.
Random map generator being cruel and heartless for Freeq today. I think that's not the first nasty dead end he's had these races either. Freeq tries to pick up the alteration, but a bunch of cannibals beat him to it. They're like, mine.
It's like, I guess I'm not picking this up. No, thank you.
Yeah, never mind. Never mind. Bunch of angry cannibals staring you in the eyes. Your hands both reach out at the same time to pick up the alteration orb. And you see they look a lot hungrier than I am. You don't want to tempt fate in that situation.
Definitely do not. Surprised you haven't seen any blue goats yet for anyone. I've seen a couple of those in practice runs, and oh man, that is scary. You're just running for your life.
Pack of blue goats trying to leap on you all at the same time. Yeah, that's a little scary. That's a little spooky.
Looks like a lot of racers here are utilizing energy shield here, opting for the chain belt over the little bit of increased damage, probably rustic sash. So just noticing Ziz qualitying up his armor, get a bit more evasion.
Hey, the evasion makes a pretty big difference here in that Brutus fight. One lucky evade could save it all. I'll tell you what though, Ziz on Ranger is just flying still. Like maybe he's playing the risky strats, I think, again, just like not killing anything.
Yeah, he's gonna have like a 730 prison enter. He's doing insane.
It'll all come down to whether he dies though. That's the risk here. He's taking a gamble with these plays, and he's playing real risky.
I don't see him
maybe
dying.
he's like practiced a whole bunch.
He has the Coral Amulet. With the Coral Amulet, I believe you can kite for ages in that fight.
The secret Coral Amulet technology.
Just drop a Coral Amulet. Easy.
Easy. That's the strategy right there. He is going back to town, so that'll be a... Is that a Siege Ballista?
I think it will be. Oh, gets a puncture. I was
mentioning the puncture at the start there.
You were, that is true. I expected the Siege Ballista though. It would be the safer choice, I would assume.
The shrapnel shot's a good single target skill, but it does require you to have at least some survivability, and Ziz has 2 small life last and only 130 life, so it's more life than he had last fight though. Ranger has more life than, what was he last time? A duelist. Somehow.
Insane. Maybe it was a shadow on the last run, duelist on the first run. But yeah, he's got some pretty good gear this run. Doing very well for himself.
Like our in chat letting us know that Ballista actually heals Brutus. So,
oh man.
That doesn't sound like what you want to be doing in the fight.
Indeed. Ziz with another sub 8-minute upper prison enter. Practice paying off. With other racers still just entering lower prison. Nugiyen and Freeq roughly neck and neck again.
The Brutus fight is something you can just practice like crazy for as well. You can just run that like, 3-4 times an hour for 24 hours a day. This is his regular stream times. Like he's probably been fitting in, by my calculations, that's like 800 Brutus practices per day right there.
Sounds about right. I wonder if he does more Brutus skills than burial chambers. It's hard to say. Dude, this is amazing. 837? He's like already halfway through the Warden's chamber? He is a layout god right now.
Map reads are just like perfect. He is on track here for another amazing time. Is this better than his last time?
I believe it is. What is the world record for Brutus kill? Does anyone know in chat? Is it 9 minutes?
Good question. There's probably an excellent Brutus record that's like crazy.
Yeah. Freeq skipping a diamond shrine. Nugiyen going a bit low, gets a nice Nova shrine. And Ziz is starting the Brutus fight. 9-10.
Oh man, I am so pleased to see this Ranger just dominating the playing field here in the Brutus kill race. It's nice to know that it maybe has at least one niche. It's getting some good damage, moving around, at least keeping a bit of damage uptime from the bleeds with the puncture as Brutus moves around as well.
What is this puncture linked to?
Definitely going for a slow and steady kill, which is probably the way to go right now.
Damage is looking a bit rough. Has the Coral Amulet though. Instantly heals up from the chain. Doesn't even have to use a potion. And has a bit of ES as a buffer.
I don't think he's going to have enough damage here to get a sub 10-minute kill.
Yeah, unfortunately that is the case. Brutus is at half HP.
Oh, yeah.
So the strategy here is to puncture, then make or stand far away so Brutus runs and puncture does a bit more damage.
And Brutus is moving around a fair bit, so he's definitely taking advantage of that there. Skeletons could start blocking the punctures here if he's not careful.
He does have the Pierce Gem in though.
Oh, he did put the Pierce on there for that like 2% more damage, but also helping with those skeletons. Thinking there was 2 skeletons there.
Those skeletons are getting destroyed.
Look at that bleed damage on the skeletons. And yes, only in Path of Exile would you see that. Bleeding skeletons is a thing of beauty.
It's awesome.
Damn, with as long as Ziz's Brutus kills take, his strategy of running there just crazy early.
Yeah, very consistent.
Getting no XP is working out for him. Like the times are working out. There's his kill. He gets it done.
10:43. Nicely done, Ziz. I believe he is the rank 1 of the group and he's made to the semis. Congratulations.
That is faster than his duelist kill and only 3 seconds slower than his shadow kill. That is incredible. He's going to have an insanely fast average there. That's going to be a time to beat for everyone. Exactly.
Nugiyen is starting the fight. He is dual striking away with his totem, and wow, that was extremely... Oh, he eats a ground slam as he kills it. I think that was 11:06 as his final time. So he will be claiming second in the group. Nugiyen being very consistent across all 3 classes. And I said, no, and Freeq goes down, and he takes a death.
Oh, no. Oh, man.
It is very rough for him. Second death in his run. The ground slam double going 30 HP. Ground slam double striking away, has a totem. 2 small life less.
He's got no chest armor on or anything, so no extra evasion.
Ty's first death. I believe, yeah, this is his first death in his run, but second death overall across all 3 bursts.
Ooh, damn, brutal. I love that last hit by Brutus as he went down against Nugiyen. That was beautiful. That was so
scores really low again, has 1 small life flask left, needs to heal up a bit. And just fight him with the last. Oh, he's running the ground slam. He's running the. Oh, he evades the ground slam somehow. I don't know how he just did that.
He doesn't even have any.
He ran through it because he blocked it. He blocked it or evaded.
Getting a lucky evade or block there on that ground slam. That was gonna be death for sure. Just like whew.
Pretty confirming for us. He actually only died once overall. I believe that was my mistake. I think it was Raiz that died in the last run.
Yeah, Raiz had the slideshow death at the end there. Congrats to Freeq, Nugiyen, and Ziz. A salute for Raiz's ripped internet.
So Ziz,
excellent first round.
Average time of 11:06, claiming rank 1 in the group, coming second place in the group, was Nugiyen with 11:45. Oh, it's not updated with this last time. Once we get that in, yeah, 11:33. My apologies. Freeq be it's like a 12. Updating our spreadsheet here, just gotta get the correct time.
The Google spreadsheet is trying to swap to a clock.
It's dropping to a clock. That's not what we want right now. I'm not talking about 12 a.m., 13 a.m. It's like 12:28 was his average time. And Raiz's average time is unfortunately 12:50 since he did not complete in the last burst.
Yeah, just seeing the final times, reiterating again, 11:06 for Ziz, 11:33 for Nugiyen, and 12:28 for Freeq. 11:06 for Ziz, man. He's got to be happy with that. I saw some very positive emotions there at the end of his kills.
Definitely nicely done by Ziz. I think that's would you say that's an upset? Because we did have Raiz in the group. We had Freeq. We had Nugiyen. Like who did you think was gonna win this race?
Ooh, yeah, I don't know. I don't think I was calling him for Ziz. I was thinking Ziz has been practicing super hard and he's been getting better and better each time we see him. So I was thinking he had a good shot at making it through, but not at first. I'd say that is a bit of a surprise. The internet definitely an upset for Raiz. I think he was heavily favored for this as well.
Exactly.
So yeah, a little bit of an unexpected outcome there.
Indeed. So we actually have a couple minutes here before the next race. 8 minutes to be exact. Maybe we can get Ziz in here, have a quick chat with him. I think he would be down for that. Let's see if we can do that. I'm gonna send a message. So go and hop over to the interview room then.
Oh yeah.
Sending a message to Ziz shortly to discuss his run. Looks like there he is, the man of the hour. Congratulations, Ziz, on winning your group with 11:06 average. Second place going to Nugiyen with 11:33. You were almost 3 seconds ahead. Pardon?
Dude, yeah, you smashed it.
Yeah, you went. You were crazy. You're popping off.
Yeah, I was really lucky though. Like the two of the layouts that I like made a horrible mistake with Duelist. I had 2 iron rings. Vigilant strike dropped. I should have like never like gone to get onslaught in the first place, so that was annoying. But the 2 other ones, I got so lucky with RNG, dude. That was literally just luck. Like, that was the 2 layouts I know the best, and they're really short. Like, as soon as I saw them on stream, I was like, oh, I know this layout. This is great. So I got really, really lucky.
You definitely got lucky in that last race. Those layouts were insane. But it looks like you were rocking a little bit of a different strategy to the other players as well, opting for a bit of a higher level, whereas you were just running past everything. So you were going there way ahead of everyone else, having a way longer, way scarier fight. But
yeah.
So did you specifically practicing to like do really low level sketchy Brutuses?
Yeah, like Sai and Ventura were giving me some tips, and then I initially, when I started, because I did 6 shadow practice runs, I think, and I haven't played shadow before. And then Sai was like, why are you like grabbing, because I was like watching other people, and I grabbed Frost Orb. And I also grabbed Bear Trap, and he was like, why are you grabbing any of that? You don't need that. So I was like, well, if I don't need that, then I also don't need to be like level 5 or something. I was just, fuck it. As long as I can get level 3, I'm happy on the Shadow. Because I got like fairly used to when to throw and stuff, and Sai helped me a lot with saying I was over moving, so I started throwing more. And on the, Sai was like, oh, and I captured, or I stole Garatha's Ranger strat, and I was like, oh, that sounds interesting. And he said he went like Hail Rake for Quicksilver and like the chance to bleed and stuff like that, and went for Puncture. And I was like, you know what, I think I'll just try to get to Brutus really fast and then like puncture him to death with bleed. But then I like really messed up the Duelist.
Just puncture PS. I loved it. And the PS actually saving you from the skeletons blocking a few of your punches there as well.
Yeah, I love having puncture with the Pierce. I did practice, probably did like 15 Ranger runs because I found that really hard. I didn't manage to get under 12 on the Ranger run.
You did manage to get under 12 in your practice.
Yeah.
We pulled it off today. Like, I guess the race energy fueling you forwards that was a 1043 on screen for that one.
1043.89, yeah. The thing is, like, I don't like try that hard to get super low runs on the practice because I'm still reading chat and responding. So it like slows me down a bit there. But I got really lucky.
Paying off though.
You say it's luck, but I think your practice definitely paid off.
Yeah, no, I mean, obviously, but it's still, I feel like in a short race like this, it's so much RNG. Like, for example, say you get like normally I'd be entering mudflats at 2 minutes with a decent layout, and then it's 2 minutes 45 if you get a bad layout. Even if you know the layout, like it's just 40 seconds added on.
Yeah, that's true. That could definitely be
long.
A lot of things that can affect the time pretty majorly in a shorter race like this. But you played very consistently, man. You like obviously had a little bit of a longer time with the duelist there, but you Shadow and Ranger within 3 seconds of each other, both looking very good.
Yeah, the Ranger fight took ages. I had no iron rings, and I kind of screwed up because I used an armor scrap to get higher quality on scaleless, and I was like, shit, I don't have iron rings.
Yeah, we did see you use that. I was like, just get a bit more evasion.
Yeah, armor and evasion is huge. So I was very happy with that, but I definitely should have gone for an iron ring. Would have made probably a 10:35 kill instead.
Oh, spicy. Very nicely done, mate. Very nicely done.
Yeah.
Thanks for doing the commentating and stuff like that.
No problem. Thank you again.
My pleasure, man.
So we will be see you later, Ziz.
Bye.
So before we get going to the next race, in a couple minutes, Ziggy and I will be taking a short intermission. So next race will be starting in 4 minutes. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned.